Welcome back to #That. I'm Zoe Matzelle.
And I'm Xiomara Saavedra. From Project Hail Mary to Just in Time, we're back with the latest entertainment news updates.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood,
we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news. Last Thursday, American actor James Tolkan died at the age of 94. He was best known for his roles as Stinger in Top Gun and Mr. Strickland in Back to the Future. Before hitting the big screen, Tolkan originally served for years in the U.S. Navy, and after returning home, moved to New York and studied acting with both Stella Adler and Lee Strasberg. He began his career in television with the 1960s series Naked City and spent 25 years on stage, acting in 9 shows on Broadway, including the original production of Glengarry Glen Ross. The stage is also where he met his wife, who he leaves behind along with many friends and family who have come online to commemorate his life. Fellow actor Christopher Lloyd made reference to the famous line by Doc Brown in a post on Friday saying, quote, "James, where you're going, you don't need roads. Miss you, friend," end quote. His presence will live on as he is remembered around the world.
Golf legend Tiger Woods was arrested for a DUI this Saturday. Woods lost control of his car after hitting the side of a trailer while trying to pass another vehicle, causing a rollover crash. Police say he showed signs of impairment despite testing negative on a breathalyzer. Woods also refused additional testing. Fellow golfers are now calling for accountability, raising concerns about a pattern in his behavior. Former PGA golfer Mark Lai said, quote, "I'm just wondering where that discipline that he's learned to convey on the golf course is going to take hold in his personal life," end quote. Woods was later released from custody, but neither he or his team has responded to the incident.
Jonathan Groff took his final bow last night as he finished his run in Just in Time on Broadway. The stage and screen actor most known for his roles in Hamilton, Glee, and A Nice Indian Boy earned the lead for portraying the role of Bobby Darin, and boy has he been making a splish splash. The show opened up in April 2025 and since then has earned 6 Tony nominations and seen Gracie Lawrence and Erica Henningsen originate the roles of Connie Francis and Sandra Dee. The role of Darin, the smooth-talking songwriter, however, has not been filled by anyone but Groff since its opening, and now he's finally hanging up his hat. Matthew Morrison and Jeremy Jordan have been announced to be taking the role starting this month, but I'm interested to see how they'll live up to the fan favorite, whom I can say for myself really stole the show. When I got the chance to see him in it in August, he asked my sister, "Will you dance with me?" So that's pretty hard to beat. But the fans are excited to see what's next. It's been a busy time on the stage with Groff winning the Tony last year for Best Actor in the revival of Sondheim's Merrily We Roll Along. We'll just have to see what's next for this dream lover.
BTS returned to the U.S. stage for the first time in 4 years, performing at an exclusive Spotify event in New York City. The invite-only show welcomed just 1,000 of the group's top listeners, giving fans a unique experience to the event. Also included a Q&A with Suki Waterhouse, where she stated, quote, "Thanks to Spotify for giving us this chance, and thank you for being together again with us. It's been 4 years, but now we're here. We 7 and with you all, Army, the group's fandom name. We with you can take over the world." The performance marked a major moment in BTS's comeback, following their hiatus where members completed military service and pursued solo projects. The group performed new music from their latest album, Airing, sparking excitement for their new era and upcoming world tour.
Speaking of tunes, I think we could use a little music in here.
I couldn't agree more. Here with Tuning It In is Josh Cook.
Thanks, guys. We got some exciting developments in the music world to dive into, so let's dive right into it. British producer artist James Blake is asking to have his name removed from a track on Kanye West's new album, Bully. Blake is currently credited on the song This One Here, but says the final version does not reflect the work he originally created. He explained that while some elements of his production remain, the overall sound and direction of the track have changed. Significantly, because of that, Blake says he does not want to take credit for something that no longer represents his artistic vision, stating, quote, "It's nothing personal, I just don't want to take credit for other people's work," end quote. Blake made the request publicly emphasizing that his decision is about creativity and integrity rather than conflict with West. The track appears on Bully, West's latest album release, which has already generated attention for its rollout and collaborations. As of now, Blake's name still appears in the credits, but it's unclear if or when that will change. Disney has been celebrating 20 years of Hannah Montana with a new anniversary special featuring Miley Cyrus. Special streaming on Disney Plus was back at the iconic series that launched Cyrus into global stardom. It includes an in-depth conversation with podcast host Alice Cooper, alongside with never-before-seen footage and nostalgic moments from the show. Cyrus reflects on the complex impact the role has had on her life, saying the character both shaped and challenged her identity as she grew up in the public eye. The special also features performances of classic songs and a new track as a tribute to her journey. Cyrus said of the celebration, quote, "This is something I've had to reclaim for myself," end quote. The Hannah Montana franchise, which debuted in 2006, remains one of Disney's most successful and culturally impactful series. The anniversary special serves as both a celebration of its legacy and a reflection on Cyrus's evolution from child star to global artist. Don Toliver is taking his Octane era on the road with his 2026 arena tour, featuring a setlist built from his latest album and his biggest hits. Octane debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 with about 160,002 units in his first week, marking his first solo #1 and biggest opening yet. The setlist will be centered on Octane, with key tracks like E85, Body, and Tiramisu representing this new era. Alongside that, fans can expect music from Hearthstone Psycho, Life of a Don, Heaven or Hell, and Lovesick, showing his full career range. His previous projects all hit the Billboard 200 top 10, including Life of a Don at #2 and Heaven or Hell at #7. Few major songs likely to stand out live include After Party, No Idea, and Private Landing, which are some of his most recognizable tracks. Personally, as a big fan of the album, seeing the Octane tour live would definitely be a nice closure to this latest era. Which songs are you most hyped to hear live? That's it for this week's Tuning In, but don't touch that dial. #that will be back after this commercial break.
The go-to Quinnipiac news source for students by students. We've got the latest on campus news, student life, and stories all around the country. Get to know your local community with features on Hamden businesses and politics. Everything you need to know, all in 30 minutes. Wednesdays at 9:30, reporting for the Quinnipiac community.
I'm Melissa Sheehan.
I'm Sophia DeBona.
I'm Maury Smith.
I'm Christina Tsimenis.
I'm Riley Farrell.
I'm Andrew Allison.
I'm Miranda Patorti.
We are the Q30 Newscast.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember you threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Left for Vidicek. Vidicek walking in. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Score!
Did you miss this goal last night? No worries. We got you covered.
Antonin Varro gets the puck to Ethan Winbach in front of the net. He puts it past Alvin Breya.
Every team, every game.
She shoots it blocker side into the net.
All the news, highlights, and more.
First year connection. Ty Turner to Keith McKnight.
This is Sports Pause, Monday nights at 9:30, only on Q30 Television.
With March Madness taking over our feeds this month, it feels like we need a little basketball-themed entertainment to match.
That's right. Here to tell us what to watch is Nicole Gemmati.
Hi, hashtag, it's Nicole, and now that we're in the month of March, it seems pretty obvious that we can't exit it without talking about March Madness, the NCAA Elimination Tournament. But if you're not into basketball like me, don't worry, you can still stay on topic and on your couch while watching something you might find entertaining. Of course, we can't talk about basketball-themed media without talking about High School Musical. While the name might throw you off, I'm sure you know a heavy part of the storyline revolves around Troy Bolton's struggle to choose between basketball or theater. But of course, it does involve singing and dancing. It's a pretty even split. Throughout the movie, we get to see some scenes of basketball practice and the final game of the season in a third movie. The movies are also infamous for not only incorporating basketball into a central plot point, but into their songs and dance choreography as well. Sport stays relevant to numerous characters' hearts, with many of them going off to college to pursue it. Who knows, maybe we'll even see Troy Bolton in the tournament. Next up is John Tucker Must Die, a Y2K film about 3 girls who devise a plan to exact revenge on the titular John Tucker after they find out he's been dating all of them at once. They recruit Kate to help, whose role as the anonymous new girl serves as a direct contrast to John, the captain of the Kodiak basketball team who's described as an Abercrombie model meets Greek god. While revenge and friendship is at the forefront of the story, basketball serves as a steady backdrop for the story, with the girls using it to their advantage to ruin his life, such as replacing his protein powder with estrogen.
We need you, John. Let's go, John. John!
And come on, what basketball fan wouldn't want to watch after seeing this? And to give a shout out to the cheerleaders, because come on, they deserve some cheers too. They're very prominent in the movie as well, with some super cute uniforms to go along with it.
Everyone wants to be a cheerleader. Come on, you gotta sell it.
The entire school also goes to a hotel to support the team at an away game, showing the hype that builds around basketball, both in fictional and real life. Last but certainly not least is One Tree Hill. As if its staple in the teen drama craze of the early 2000s wasn't enough, it's remembered as one of the most prominent basketball-themed shows of all time. Though it follows the lives of Reagan's cheerleaders and basketball players alike, the story's main focus is on half-brothers Lucas and Nathan Scott's time on their high school basketball team. With Lucas being abandoned by their father, he is ostracized by the town and has resigned himself to not being a part of the team. Nathan, however, after being given better opportunities, has been made captain, though tensions rise when the coach adds Lucas to the lineup. Numerous games and rivalries are recovered throughout the series, with many of their championship games serving as season finales, building up the hype of both of them. The show also explores Nathan's journey into the NBA and, of course, gives emphasis to the cheerleaders as well, showing the relationship between them and the players. But, of course, the most prominent relationship is between the two brothers, who come together through the love of the shared game. Thanks for watching, hashtag. Back to you guys at the desk.
You know, Zoe, I've been feeling like we need some Western animation on this show.
I'm so glad you said so, because it's about time we turn on the tunes. Here to introduce our newest segment, Cartoon Craze, is Sarah Taheny.
Thanks, guys. As your resident animation fan, I'm happy to kick us off with hashtag's brand new segment, Cartoon Craze. To start, episode 8 of the indie series The Amazing Digital Circus is out now, having been released on March 20th. This episode really echoes the series' source of inspiration, the short story by Harlan Ellison, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It was an amazing episode in terms of animation, song, and story as it dove into the shattering mental states of the cast as they fight to escape the digital landscape their minds have been trapped in. There was also a heavy focus on the AI ringmaster of the circus, Kane, who has been increasingly tormenting the cast as he gets more and more frustrated with the attitudes of the humans he coexists with. It was also in this episode that we gained new insight onto how Kane may have came to be, and how the previous foreshadowing of the logo C and A might finally be explained in full in the next installment. The indie world of animation has watched The Amazing Digital Circus develop into a series for years, with this first episode airing in late 2023, and we are now about to watch it come to a close with the finale episode set to release on June 19th of this year. Creator Gooseworks has confirmed that this will be much longer than any other episode release, fans theorizing it will be an hour to an hour and a half long, speculating that this finale might hit theaters. Cartoon Network is getting another comeback for one of its most popular franchises, Regular Show, with a teaser trailer for its new series, Lost Tapes, having aired on March 23rd. Since 2024, there has been new information about this series slowly building. What we know so far is that there will be 37 to 44 new episodes that will expand on previous plot points that are considered lost or unseen. One episode said to be centered around the character Eileen. Confirmed episode titles from episodes 30 to 32 include Dig Deep, Catch of the Day, and Thanks for the Memories. Creator and executive producer J.G. Quintel commented on the new series saying, quote, "It's been so much fun working with everyone on more Regular Show. We're just making stuff for ourselves and trying to crack each other up. It reminds me a lot of the original run. I can't wait for everyone to see it," end quote. Tune into Cartoon Network on May 11th for the series debut half-hour special. Family Guy is set to receive a new spin-off centered around Stewie Griffin. Fox officially announced the new series this month with a release window sometime between 2027 and 2028, with 2 seasons confirmed. From what the official synopsis says, we know that the series will focus on Stewie being forced to enroll in a new preschool full of miserable students with an old turtle who has his own half-baked theory on every subject. Until Stewie brings out his own array of devices, taking his classmates on surreal sci-fi adventures across space and time. Showrunner and co-creator Kirk Butler said in a statement, quote, "I am honored and humbled that Seth, 20th Television Animation, and Fox have trusted me with one of the most iconic animated characters in the history of television. I have known Seth for more than 2 decades, worked with him, and I am hopeful that this is the one where he will finally learn my name," end quote. This has not come without some confusion amongst fans online, as many McFarlane fans are confused as to why Fox will be ending the Ted series after 2 seasons, and why McFarlane will be focusing on this new spin-off instead. Other fans have mentioned excitement for the new series, despite believing it to be unnecessary to the franchise. That's it for this week's Cartoon Craze, but there's still more to hashtag that. Back to you guys at the desk.
The first trailer for Spiderman Brand New Day just dropped. Zoe, are you excited? Because I know I'm ready to see Mr. and Mrs. Zendaya together on our screen.
Yes, oh my god, me too. I'm such a big fan of them, and I'm already booking off the month of July for this new era of Peter Parker. The film broke records, becoming the most watched trailer in history with over 1 billion views, and Ryan Haje is here to fill us in.
Hey hashtag, it's Ryan Haje. Every time a new Spider-Man movie is announced, it feels like the internet joins together to celebrate the occasion. With the release of the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, the wall crawler is facing more hype than ever. To many, it seems like the traditional movie trailer, but in my opinion, it's so much more. After what felt like a lackluster trilogy from John Watts, director Destiny Daniel Cretton is finally taking a bold step for the franchise. Gone are the days of safe camera angles, and now we are seeing a true street-level Spider-Man. This trailer has not come out without controversy, though. After the effects of Spider-Man No Way Home, everyone forgot who Peter Parker is, and now Peter stalks his old friends, Ned and MJ. This may seem strange at first, but it's more in character for Spider-Man than ever. Additionally, first-timers like Scorpion, Boomerang, and Stillman make their cinematic debuts. Although there are many things confirmed from this trailer, it has led to many more rumors. The biggest of them is the role that Sadie Sink plays in the movie. Many speculate that her character is going to be the X-Men Jean Grey, but I personally think it's going to be something completely different and tied to a Spider-Man story. In the trailer, it is setting up that Peter's going to go through a transformation. Gone are the days of web shooters, and now he's using organic webs. It could lead to the possibility of Spider-Man transforming into Man-Spider, a form famous from its 90s TV show. Though there are many talks for this movie, the marketing season has only just begun, and there's so much to learn about this brand new day for the Spider-Man franchise. That's all I have, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Do you enjoy Quinnipiac sports?
I just keep leading to pick Paige Girardi over Carson Martin. I think
Floor general, absolute glue guy on the court.
Then Bobcat Breakdown is the place for you.
'Twas the night of Bobcat Breakdown, and all through the suite, all the producers were running around, getting ready for show of the week.
I brought mittens because I think that half of this take is cold.
I think us Anthonys think alike because I had the exact same idea as you.
Tune in to Bobcat Breakdown every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. on q30tv.com/watch.
We're back with this week's New York Minute. And here to fill us in on all the latest updates, joining us at the desk is Marjae Beasley.
Thanks, guys. Since I'm here with my two favorite New Yorkers, it's only fitting that we cover all the latest news out of the city that never sleeps. No Kings protests erupt across the country this past Saturday, with New York seeing multiple celebrities in attendance. Filmmaker Spike Lee took to Instagram to share his attendance of the rally in New York, as well as Jimmy Kimmel and Jamie Lee Curtis attending their respective demonstrations. Most notably, actor Robert De Niro led a march and delivered a speech alongside Reverend Al Sharpton. The Oscar winner said, quote, "My country's at stake. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. Why should I? Why should I not say anything when I know I'm right?" End quote. My question for you both is, how do you feel about celebrities attending these demonstrations?
I think it's really important that they attend these demonstrations. They have a lot of influence, and so it's important that they get out there and say what they have to say.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of people might think that it's not that important, but I feel like even though that's not really their thing, I think that they have such a platform that they definitely should. So I agree.
Right. A professional recording of the West End production of Tony Award-winning musical Hadestown will be released in theaters. Fans across the globe can enjoy the original cast production with the pro shot on the big screen this summer on July 24th, with the UK release date to be announced later on. The film will feature all 5 principal original cast members and a West End ensemble, with Rafe Carney as Orpheus and Ava Noblezada as Eurydice, to name a few. Directed by Rachel Chapkin, the Broadway production of Hadestown first opened at the Walter Kerr Theater on April 17, 2019, and has since been a smash hit. The show won 8 awards out of its 14 nominations at the 2019 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The producer of the film, Mara Isaacs, commented on its release saying, quote, "A great deal of love and care has gone into capturing the show on film, allowing it to live beyond the stage and reach new audiences around the world for years to come," end quote. So my question for you both, what is your opinion on pro shots? Do you think these shows should get wide theatrical releases, or should we keep the magic of the theater in the theater?
That's a great question. I think it's really cool to see a show live, so that's a great experience, but I feel like making it more accessible is the most important thing, so I love to see it. How about you?
I agree. I think I don't really watch musicals in the theater that often, so it would be easy for me to access them online better.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, it truly has been a pleasure joining you guys today. That's all the time we have for New York Minute. I may be signing off, but I hear that movie fans have discovered a new alien friend.
That's right, Project Hail Mary has hit the box office with a bang, and a little space-bound friend named Rocky has been sweeping fans off their feet and stealing the hearts of many. Here to break it down for us are Frank Lloyd and Raven McBride.
What's up, hashtag? I'm Frank.
What's up, Bobcats? It's Raven McBride.
And we just saw Project Hail Mary, and we have got to talk about this movie. So, Raven, what'd you think?
As Rocky would say, amaze, amaze, amaze. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I saw it in XD at the Cinemark here in North Haven, and it just blew me away. How about you?
Oh yeah, I saw it in the North Haven Cinema as well, XD, and I gotta give the movie 2 thumbs down, which is Rocky's way of saying 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, I felt like I was watching, not since Sinners, have I felt like I was watching an instant classic just leave its mark on a whole genre like that. I was amazed by the film. That 3-hour runtime, it flew right by. I was so engaged with the story and characters. The visuals just were spellbinding. It was amazing.
Yeah, there was a couple times in the movie where I thought they were gonna end it, and I was like, don't end it here, please. Don't end it here. And they didn't, and I was like, oh, breath of relief.
Yeah, what I love about the film is that the stakes are so high, because basically the film opens with Ryan Gosling's character in space, and we soon learn as he gets these flashbacks that the Earth is about to be destroyed, the sun is dying. When he meets Rocky, his alien friend, he finds out his world is dying. So the stakes feel so high because 2 whole planets, including ours, are about to go extinct unless these 2 can find a solution. But at the same time, it's not really a dreary or down it's not really a sad or like a dreary or bleak movie. It's so hopeful and inspiring. I love how throughout the movie you don't really know how they're gonna succeed, but like the more they use their problem solving and science and like just finding like all these different solutions. It really keeps you on edge.
I also like how in the trailer they didn't show Rocky and really left it as a surprise. I think as a filmmaker, like as someone who hasn't read the book, leaving that as the surprise for the movie just makes it so much better.
Yeah, I love when trailers hide a lot of things. I feel like I was kind of worried that this movie was showing too much in the trailers because they were all pretty long trailers, but when I saw the movie was 3 hours long, I'm like, oh, so they didn't even reveal a third of it, good. And yeah, when I saw the movie, there was just so many surprises.
I also really liked how in the beginning, you know, we're just as confused as Ryan Gosling. And I think that is the first movie where I was okay with that. Usually, if you don't catch me in the beginning, I'm out.
Yeah, I feel the same way, not necessarily for movies, but like sometimes it is very easy to lose you, but like, it's such a good mystery.
Yeah, going back to my point earlier where, you know, I didn't want it to end so many times. You know, talking about the ending without spoiling it, I did really like how they wrapped it up. It was really sweet, it was really heartfelt, and it felt like a good place to end.
Honestly, the ending, I could not believe how perfect it was. It's kind of funny because like by that point in the movie when we were approaching the end, I was like, wow, this was a masterpiece. And then Ryan Gosling, he's faced with that difficult decision that like, no matter what happens, someone's gonna lose something insane. But the choice he did pick and like the ending it led to, I was like, this is one of my favorites of the decade. So for final rating, I am going to give Project Hail Mary an easy 10 out of 10. How about you?
Amaze, 11. It broke the scale.
Yeah. 2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down for sure.
2 thumbs down.
Once you see the movie, that'll make sense. Well, anyways, hashtag, that's all the time we have for now. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Anybody want a package?
Don't worry, sure, baby.
Yeah. And you want some for real.
He got into some sloppy situations.
Uncle Aaron's locked up for touching all those kiddos. Here comes the boom.
Quinnipiac Tonight is Q30's premier sketch comedy show. Watch it live every other Thursday at 9:30 in the Piazza, or tune in online at q30tv.com/watch.
Clap if you care.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
This week, Xiomara and I are playing a game of Finish the Lyrics theme song edition with our host, Jaelyn Dotson.
Thanks, guys. I hope you've been studying up because today we're putting your favorite nostalgic TV show tunes to the test. Okay, first question. I'm your basic average girl and I'm...
Oh, wait.
Basic average girl?
Is it, In My Own World?
No,
Oh,
wrong.
was it close?
No. Okay, second.
Wait, I want to see the answer. What is it?
Here to save the world. Okay.
Oh,
Next
Kim Possible.
question.
Yeah.
I know you see me. I know you see somehow.
The world will change for me. Is that it? Is that it? Let's go. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, one more.
Next question. Whatever happened to predictability?
The Milkman, the Paperboy, the Evening TV. Yes, let's freaking go.
Okay, whatever. So now, if your life had a theme song right now, what would it be?
Ooh, that's such a good question. I feel like I like the, Good Luck Charlie theme song.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, today's all burnt toast, running late, and dad jokes. That feels relatable.
Yeah. I think maybe like the Salmon Cat.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I know we've had a lot of fun today, but that is all the time we have left for today for this episode of #that.
Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts to stay up to date. I'm Zoe Matzelle.
And I'm Xiomara Saavedra. From the producers, talent, and everyone working hard behind the scenes, thank you for watching #that, and we will see you again next week.